What is up, y'all? Good morning, happy Monday. It is 10:35 in the morning, so hello, welcome to another vlog, welcome to another snippet in my life. I started making breakfast, y'all, and I was like, wait, let me stop because I can talk to y'all about my first week of work while I make breakfast. So y'all know I started this new job. My first week, y'all would have already seen my first day video, so I just want to talk to y'all about the first week. So it's been one full week. It's actually been a week and a day. So I did one full week of orientation plus a day, and I have a total of 3 weeks or whatever. So I was like, let me stop and set up the camera so I can talk to y'all while I make breakfast or whatever. But y'all, we are a week in. Let's talk about it. Okay, so like I was saying, week 1 is officially done, y'all. So the way the first day went, I told you I had to go pretty far I'm going pretty far for the orientation. So first day I got to the facility, y'all, like we supposed to be there at 8:30, but we don't see the first patient until 9. So my hours are from 8:30 to 7:30. But we see the first patient at 9, and I think the last patient is scheduled for like 6:40 or 6:45, something like that. They get there, I speak to everybody. Off rip, I knew I was gonna love my preceptor. Like, I knew I was gonna love her from the jump, y'all. Just from the initial, like, hey. You know, like from that initial, hey, I knew I was gonna like her. So, first day of orientation, I had all these modules to do, y'all. And I know I probably talked about it already in the video y'all saw before this when I talked to y'all about my first day. So the way we split it up, so the way the day is split up, you work 5 hours, you get an hour lunch, and then you work 5 hours. So to make sure I complete these modules, the first 5 hours of the shift, she just saw patients. I was in another room completing all the computer modules. And then after lunch, I went in the room with her, and that way I could like watch her chart on the computer system, because they use Epic. I'm familiar with Epic, but I'm familiar with Epic on a RN level, not Epic on the MP level. So it looks a little different. And Epic, which is the computer system that we chart on, is different versions of it. So even if I was familiar with it on an MP level, they still could be using a different version. But anyway, so I just watched her chart, watched her talk to the patients, watched her do her assessments. And then in between, like a patient towards the end of the day, she was like, you want to see the next patient? Like, she was so excited. And I'm like, girl, no. Girl, no. Like, this is day 1. Like, I don't know what I'm doing for real. And so what I ended up doing, like after she like did her assessment and she was charting, like I told the person, like the patient, I was like, you know, new to the system, I'm just gonna follow behind her. Do you mind if I listen to you or do the assessment as well? So after she did her assessment and she would like chart and ask the patient questions, I would go in and like do my assessment too, like listen to their heart and lungs, look in their ears, blah, blah, blah. Because remember, I was focused, so I wasn't, what the MP job that I came from, y'all, was more like ortho related. So I wasn't like looking in ears and listening to heart sounds. It was more focused. And this is like everything, right? So I need to make sure like I'm still good with those skills. So I was doing that. So it was good. And then the second day, we do it the same way, y'all. Half the day I do modules. The second half I was with her. But it was on the second day where she was like, let's see some patients, girl. Let's see some patients that I wanted to, you know? So it was on the second day, like I was actually seeing patients, and I still didn't know the charting system. So I would do my assessment. I would tell her what I think was going on, what I think we should order. And then she would help me with like the charting part. I think I saw like maybe 3 patients or so, something like that. Okay, hopefully y'all can hear me over the air fryer. Wait, let me actually stop it real quick. So now we're on day 3 of orientation. So day 1 and 2 was Monday and Tuesday. I had Wednesday, Thursday off, and now it's Friday, day 3 of orientation. I'm at a completely different facility this time, or a completely different clinic this time, because they wanted to do like a skills check off with me. Like make sure I know how to do certain skills, teach me how to do certain skills. And when I say skills, I mean things like pelvic exams, things like, I don't know, earwax removal, certain labs we can run in-house. So making sure I know how to like collect the labs or collect the specimens and which machine to run it on. Like if I swab somebody for flu or COVID or strep, knowing which machine to run it on, and knowing like, knowing like how to actually use the machine, so stuff like that. Like I was telling y'all before, I don't work at an urgent care, meaning I'm not treating you in clinic. We're not doing x-rays in clinic. If you have a headache, I'm not giving you medication in clinic. It's not like that. And so a lot of things we don't do in-house. A lot of labs we do send out to like Quest or LabCorp. And like I said, certain things we just don't do. Like I'm not ordering x-rays for you. I'm not ordering a CT or MRI for you. I'm not doing stitches on you. We're not an urgent care. I guess it's more of like a convenient care. I don't know how to explain it without telling y'all where I work, you know? But anyway, we're not an urgent care. So I'm not giving you anything in clinic. You know what I'm saying? Like you sprained your ankle. We're not the clinic for you because I'm not doing an x-ray on your ankle that you sprained yesterday. Anyway, so they was making sure like I knew like the difference. Like I said, I knew different skills. So that was half of the day. And then the second half of the day I spent with a different preceptor. Now, by day 3, y'all, I am freaking out internally, right? When it was time for lunch on day 3, I remember calling my mama like, girl, I don't know. Like, I'm just not feeling very confident. You know, like I kept telling my mom that like I'm not feeling very confident. And by the end of day 3, I was still saying that like I'm not feeling very confident. And I even expressed that to the preceptor I was with on day 3, like, girl, like, I don't know, like I'm not feeling very confident. And the preceptor I had on day 3, remember this is a different person from day 1 and 2. Her background nursing is ER as well. And she was very reassuring. Like she was so reassuring, like, Shelby, we all felt like this when we first came here. She was like, you know, I didn't work in a setting like this prior to coming here. Like, how you're feeling is valid. Like, I think you're gonna be okay, you know? So I remember coming home that night and in the shower, like I always pray in the shower. So in the shower, I'm just praying and I'm like, I know I'm gonna be fine. This is just new for me. Like I haven't worked in this setting as an NP. I've been very focused and now I'm not focused anymore. I like being focused. Don't get me wrong. Like I love being able to master one thing. You know what I'm saying? When I say one thing, it means like a specialty. You can master that specialty, but like in a setting like this, you can't master it. And it's different when I work like in the ER as a nurse, because you know a little bit about a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't like the provider in the ER, you know? And with this, again, I know still, even the stuff that they're coming in with, I know a little bit about a lot of things, but now I'm like the provider. I'm the one making like the final decision. And I was just getting like really overwhelmed about that thought. And like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, that's what I kept telling myself. And I know that in that moment, I knew that I was tripping because it's like, it's day 3, Shelby. Like, it's day 3 orientation. Nobody's expecting you to walk in on day 3 orientation running a clinic. Like, you know, but I still wanted to make sure that I felt the emotions that I was feeling and not just pushing them off. Like, I wanted to still make sure I felt that emotion and express that emotion to somebody. So talking to my preceptor about it at that day and talking to my mom about it that day and even praying about it that day. So now that was Friday. So now we're on Saturday. Okay, so now it's Saturday and I'm going back to my preceptor who I was with originally on day 1 and 2. Okay, let's talk about that. Okay, we're on Saturday now. Saturday, I'm back with my original preceptor at the original location. And Saturdays are short days. So like I was telling y'all before, during the week, Monday through Friday, we work from 8:30 to 7:30. On Saturdays, we only work from 9 to 5:30, meaning we see our first patient at 9:30 and our last patient is scheduled for like 4:45. Okay, and then we have a 30-minute break. So anyway, I'm back with her. Now on my way to work Friday, I'm approaching this differently, right? Because I'm stressing myself out because I am feeling like I should be able to run this clinic and now it's only day 4. But that's how I'm feeling, right? And I don't know why I'm feeling like that, but I'm putting so much pressure on myself because that's how I'm feeling. So on Saturday, I approach it differently. Like on my drive over, I'm telling myself, the only thing that matters right now is I need to be able to every day that I go in until I'm done with orientation, I need to be able to leave that clinic feeling more confident than when I originally walked in. So when I parked, I'm telling myself that I need to be able to leave here feeling more confident than when I walked in the door. As long as I'm leaving here feeling more confident, then I'm good. Then I'll consider that like a good day. Like I'll pat myself on the back. So mine, remember I told y'all on Friday I was with a different preceptor. Hopefully y'all keeping up with the days. So on Friday I was with a different preceptor, and I expressed to that preceptor that I was like freaking out internally, like I don't know, like I just don't know. So I wanted to express that to my original preceptor, because that's who like I got the bond with, right? Even though I had only been with her for 2 days, this is gonna be my 3rd day with her. That's who I have like the bond with, you know what I'm saying? So on Saturday, I expressed that to her. Like, I still have modules to do, so we split the day in half. Well, I was doing modules the first half and being with her the second half, and those modules was like getting on my nerves because they were interfering with my patient time. You know what I'm saying? With the time that I felt like I needed to get more acclimated with like the charting system and everything. Like I felt like those modules was getting in my way. So anyway, she came in the room with me that morning, and I just like told her everything. Like, I don't know, girl, like, you know, I'm just not feeling confident. Like, I'm just not feeling confident. Like, I felt like I wanted to cry. I did not cry, but like I felt like I wanted to, because that's how much like it was bothering me that I wasn't like the best at this yet, right? Mind you, y'all, again, it's only day 4. Like, what am I trying to prove, right? But like, that's what was going on internally. So I was just expressing all of that to her, and she was the same way. She was like, Shelby, your feelings are valid. And she was just so reassuring. She was so reassuring. She was like, I only had you 2 days, and I don't even feel like I'm really orienting you. Like, you know, like you know what you're doing, you know, like, yes, you know, you're asking me questions, but the questions that you're asking me are the questions that you should be asking me. She was like, I would be more concerned if you were telling me like, oh, sit down, I can run the clinic today. She said, I would be more concerned if you was telling me that, you know, especially since you've never done this before. But how you're feeling is valid. Like, how you're feeling is valid. Like, keep feeling that way, because it's valid. It's okay, and you're gonna be okay. So Saturday, the second part of the shift, when I was with her, she was basically like letting me sit in her seat. She sat in my seat, she was standing up. I was talking to the patient, asking the patient questions. She was like making sure I asked the appropriate things. I was asking the appropriate things, but she was making sure like I was more on the charting system. Like, okay, after you click this, go here. After you go there, go here. After you go there, go here. What are you thinking? You thinking it's viral? You thinking it's allergy related? Here go a list of medicines that you can order. Like, she was like right there. And like, I felt better because I had more patient time. You know, I was able to like play with the computer in real time with a patient, you know what I'm saying? So we did quite a few patients that way. And then at the end of Saturday, she said the same thing, like, Shelby, like, you're gonna be fine. She was like, you're actually teaching me some things. Like, some of the stuff you're asking, I'm thinking like, I need to be asking that. Or how you reassure, I'm thinking like, oh, I can take that method and use it going further. She was like, you're actually teaching me some stuff, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, you're doing fine, you're doing fine. So that was the end of Saturday. And the most important takeaway from Saturday, when I left out of the clinic Saturday, when it was time to go, I felt more confident. And remember, I said, as long as I can feel more confident coming out of the clinic than I do going in the clinic, I'll consider it a good day. So Saturday, I gave myself a pat on the back. So now, even though Sunday is this week, since I'm doing this vlog on a Monday, we still gonna talk about Sunday, because Sunday was a good day too. So let's talk about Sunday. All right, I'm done cooking my breakfast. Let me show y'all. Like I said, I just did some red potatoes and then just some egg whites. I guess an egg white omelet with nothing in it but vegan cheese. Anyway, so breakfast is done. So let's wrap up this video. So, because I'm ready to eat. So we finished every day. So now we're on Sunday. Like I said, I'm gonna include Sunday. So Sunday was actually, which was yesterday, was actually the last day that I was gonna be with that preceptor, and I was so sad about it because I felt like I've developed this bond with her, and now I have to move to another clinic this week and be with another preceptor this week for week 2 of my orientation. So anyway, Sunday, same thing. Sunday is a short day as well. So on Saturdays, I said we work from 9 to 5:30. On Sundays, we only work from 9 to 4:30, meaning we see our first patient at 9:30 and our last patient at like 3:45, okay? So Sunday is an even shorter shift. So we switch things up. I still have modules to do, okay? So we didn't want me spending like half the day on modules until lunch and then come back and only get like 2 or 3 hours of patient care. So we flip-flopped it. The morning I was with her. So Sunday morning, she was like, okay, I like, how you feeling? You know, I know you still, I'm telling you your valids are good. Let's let you get more patient time. So Sunday, like, she let me do it. I mean, she still had to be with me because I still don't know the computer system. Like, I'm learning the computer system as I go, right? So we calling in patients, you know, I'm seeing them from start to finish, taking payment, like doing my assessment, making, you know, the appropriate decision based on our guidelines that we could do at the clinic. We all have like our own collaborative physicians or whatever. So for one patient, she kind of fell out of the guidelines, but we still wanted to like treat her, but we still had to make sure it was appropriate. So we end up calling my preceptor's collaborative physician, gave her the rundown of the patient, and she gave us like a plan of care. And the reason we called her is because she fell out of those guidelines. So we needed to have like some backup if we still wanted to do something, if that makes sense, and make sure it was still going to be the appropriate thing to do for that patient or send them elsewhere. Because like I said, it's quite a few things that we don't do because we're not in urgent care. Okay, so I was able to see how that went. Like, I have my own collaborative physician. Me and her don't share the same collaborative physician. So it was just good to get a more complex patient that we had to get like extra help on, and how seamless that process was. And like, I was running the show. Like, of course she was there, you know, like maybe tweaking some things, or maybe we should do it this way or not this way. And then it was so funny because y'all know I love ortho. Y'all know I love ortho, and we got an ortho complaint patient, right? So of course I was like whiz kid with that person. Like, it was just like night and day. Like, it switched. Like, yes, I know for sure what to do, because remember, I mastered, well, I didn't master it, but you know, like, just for lack of better words, like, I've mastered that area because I did something in that area for 2 years, only that area. So after that patient left, my preceptor was asking me stuff like, oh, like, why did you do it that way? Oh, like, I get it. Like, oh, I like that. Yeah. So it was like, even though she has been teaching me, she kept telling me like, see, Shelby, like, you're not gonna know everything. Like, you just taught me something else, because I don't think I would have did that, because I wasn't even thinking like that, you know, to where I was, because what she was complaining of is something that I dealt with for over 2 years. Like, Monday through Friday, I was dealing with that particular complaint, you know? So by lunch, I had seen all the patients for the morning, and then I finished up some modules, and then I wanted to make sure I was in the room with her for the very last patient. So I went back to her for the very last patient, and then everything was done. Everybody was gone. We were supposed to get off at what, 4:30? I think I ended up staying there till 5 because me and her was just chit-chatting, and she was just reassuring me again, because again, I'm not going to be with her. I'm not going to be with her anymore. I'm not going to see her anymore. I'm moving on to a different clinic. I'm moving on to a different preceptor. And this week I'm supposed to know more, you know? So I just wanted to make sure like I could get everything that I could get from her, and that I was ending my first week of orientation confident enough in myself to where that now I'm going with a different preceptor who don't know what I'm capable of, don't know I've been freaking out all week, and I'm able to like handle my own more going into this second week, that I'm feeling more confident going into this second week. So me and her was just chit-chatting, and she was telling me how like like make sure you save my number. Like I'm gonna be checking up on you. Like Shelby, like I thoroughly enjoyed you. Like it didn't even feel like I was precepting somebody. And reassurance is key, right? Because these are things, the things that she was telling me, the reassurance that she was giving me, y'all, it's like I already knew. Like I knew these things. However, like that panic was taking over. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just so overwhelmed. Like that was taking over. So it's good to have like reassurance, because she could have been the type of person right when I told her like, girl, I don't know. She could have been like, ooh, call the manager. I guess it's not for you. Like that could have went a totally different way. You know what I'm saying? But because she was a great preceptor, or because she is a great preceptor, and because she reassured me so much, it just made me feel more confident. Then and it's like I know I'm confident in this. It's just so weird. I don't know, y'all. It's just so weird. It's so weird. I'm just very grateful for her. I'm very grateful for her. So this week is week 2 of orientation. Like I said, I'm gonna be at a different clinic. I'm actually gonna be, remember when I told y'all how on Friday I had to go to a different clinic to do skills? So I'm actually going back to that same clinic. So I'm off Monday, Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be at the same clinic I did the skills at to do more skills and to see more patients. And yeah, that's it, y'all. Like, that's it. That was my first week. I can honestly say from the first day till yesterday, I am feeling much more confident. I'm feeling ready to tackle this week of orientation with a different preceptor, going in feeling more confident. I'm still not the best at the computer system. I'm still like missing stuff when I chart, like, oh, I forgot I gotta click this before I can click this, or oh, I forgot I gotta hit close here before I can open there. So that'll come with time. I'm not worried about like the technical. I was just wanted to make sure that I can hear a complaint and I can make a clinical judgment based on our guidelines, and still though being able to like chart everything efficiently and appropriately as I should. But yeah, that wraps up week 1 of orientation, y'all. And I just wanted to come in and like debrief y'all, because y'all been with me on like this interview process and me telling y'all like, yes, this is for me. And then this whole first week, I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't know if this is for me. Like, I'm not feeling very confident, you know? So I just wanted to like share that with y'all, because y'all been here, you know? Like, y'all been here with me. And I just wanted to make sure I keep bringing y'all along with me, especially because like I was telling y'all, I really can't film in there. Like, it's gonna be very difficult to film in there, and I want to be able to give y'all, you know, some content or whatever. So I just wanted to come in, like I said, and tell y'all about this, just in case I'm not able to like give y'all true like clinic views and how the clinic look and all of that, because I just honestly don't think I'll be able to, at least not right now. Maybe once I get like in the groove and can see what I can show and what I can't show, I'll be able to do that. But anyway, I'm ready to eat, y'all. My breakfast is getting cold, but that's okay, because I wanted to talk to y'all, so that is okay. So thank y'all for watching this video of how my first week went. I'm not gonna vlog the rest of the day. I literally just turned on the camera to tell y'all about my first week, because the only other thing I'm doing today, y'all, is cleaning. And I know I love cleaning videos, but I'm sure y'all don't want to see me clean in every video, because I need to clean, I need to wash, because I haven't been home. So I need to clean, I need to wash. We going to the gym. I think I need to run one other errand. So I'm just not gonna bring y'all with me today. I'm just gonna chill, since this is my first day off in 3 days. So we just gonna chill. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Speaking of subscribe, y'all, we are at 700 subscribers. Y'all, we are at 700 subscribers. Y'all rocking with me like that? Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Thank you for 700 subscribers. Bye.